Brennan, it's great to see you. First of all, have you managed to recover from Sunday? You finally come down from cloud nine?
Not yet, I don't think. I mean, it was a really special night for the whole country. I mean, just to see how much it meant to everyone was really good. So yeah, unbelievable night.
I have to say, Brennan, it's been, for you personally, it's been an incredible few months. You know, did you ever think that you'd be here at 21 years old making history for Wales?
No, definitely not. I mean, just coming into this season with Wales, I just wanted to keep playing more, and same with Forest really, just get some games. But the way this season's ended and how well I've done personally as well, it's just been something I didn't really dream of. But now it's happened, it's unbelievable.
And the dreams become a reality. And, you know, if you sort of reflect on the last 6 months, Brennan, I think you had an opportunity to leave Forest in January. You decided to stay. You ended the season just on fire for them. You'll be in the Premier League and now you're heading to the World Cup. Is that sort of hard to take in at the moment?
Yeah, it's really hard to take in. I mean, especially with the World Cup only being a couple of days ago, and especially getting promoted with Forest only being a week ago. I mean, it's all happened quite fast and haven't really had too much time to take it in. But once I do, I'm sure I'll look back on it with such great memories, and it's been a really, really good season.
I want to ask, before we move on, to ask about the Netherlands game coming up. Your dad, David Johnson, just how much of a part has he played in your journey? Because I remember watching the playoff final and the camera kept on panning to him in the crowd. You know, what's it been like sort of having his guidance during this period?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it gives me so much advice and confidence, and not just him, the whole of my family. I mean, they're really supportive, and as you see at the games, they go mental when I score and when Forest do well. So yeah, just having them there and being such good support for me is everything. And it helps me keep my feet down. And
Rob Page, he's also been full of praise in terms of the decisions that you've made, because it's very easy for young players, you know, to go for these big moves. But Page was saying, you know, you've sort of kept your feet on the ground, and you know, you've been playing regularly, and now all the hard work is finally paying off. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's always just about playing regularly and getting loads of football, because you learn more like that. I think in January there was a few options maybe to leave, but I did see something special in the team as well, and I'm not saying I called us going up, but I think we had a real chance of getting in the playoffs, and then anything can happen from there, and it's so good that it's just worked out like that. So Brennan, there's almost no time to be stuck in this bubble, because we've still got 3 games this week. The Netherlands up next in Cardiff. Yeah. It's going to be quite a challenge, especially after the start they've had to this campaign. Yeah, exactly. I mean, no matter what their result was, they're a really good team. They've got really good players as well, and especially coming off the back of that result against Belgium, they'll be high in confidence as well. But so are we, and I mean, there might be a few changes because of how quick the games come around, but everyone sticks to the plan. Everyone's really confident, and yeah, I think the team morale just makes sure everyone plays well together. In terms of, you know, you guys as, I guess, the younger generation coming through, Rob has said that the Nations League, you know, is the perfect opportunity for you guys to test yourselves against some of the best players, not only in Europe, but the best players in the world. How much does that excite you? Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. I mean, these games are a great opportunity for the younger players to show what they can do, especially against opposition like this. Like, we've done so well to get into this group and play against these teams. I mean, now it's just about taking them opportunities and really thriving on it. And of course, following Sunday, it now means that every single team in your group in the Nations League, you're all going to Qatar. So does that make things a little bit more interesting? Yeah, I think so, because we're not in their groups, but just having the confidence that we're going where these guys are going, these big clubs, these big countries, and that's how we want to see ourselves as well. I mean, we got to the World Cup, we're going to be in and amongst some great countries as well, and we want to hold our own. So yeah, playing against these teams now is a real good challenge for us, and we're going to be ready for it. The World Cup is only 5 months away. I think it's fair to say that's going to come around really quickly. Rob Page can only take 23 players with him to Qatar. So these Nations League games, it's also the perfect shop window, if you like, for the young players, or perhaps, you know, the players who are sort of on the edge of the squad, to really make their mark and say, hey, I want to be on that plane going to Qatar. Yeah, exactly. And as you said, obviously, about these teams who we're playing as well, it's not easy games, so it's about us taking our chances, because he'll know if we can do it in these games against these unbelievable countries, then we should be ready to be playing against in the World Cup and coming up against different teams. So I think these games are a massive challenge for us, but also a great opportunity. In terms of, you know, like we've touched on, the younger generation of this Welsh team. I think there's a running joke that you guys have been spoiled because, you know, sort of 2 consecutive Euros, you're now off to the World Cup. But in terms of the older players, you know, your Bale, your Ramseys, your Davis, just how much have they helped you guys sort of dealing with all of this and all of the pressure that comes with being a team that's just qualified for the World Cup?
Yeah, massively. I think just alone how much they bring to it every day, helping us, giving us loads of advice, and training with them on the pitch just makes us feel even more comfortable. And yeah, them taking control of these big pressure moments that we've had to deal with, like they're scoring all these goals in the World Cup qualifiers and especially in the playoff games, it just shows us what we need to do to be able to get to that level. And just there's more players I can name as well, but yeah, they've been all really helpful.
And it's fair to say, Brennan, the future of Welsh football, it looks very, very exciting, doesn't it, with all this talent that we've got coming through?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the great thing about Wales. There's been a lot of players who have played it with each other in the younger ages, and there's a lot of young players in the seniors who are just building up more and more relationships. So I think us all being in there in quite a young age is just going to bode well for us growing up and getting more and more comfortable with each other, and it just means that we can work hard for each other and everyone's so much part of the team.
Finally, Brennan, you know, tomorrow night, Wales, you've got a formidable home record. I think it's fair to say that record could get tested tomorrow night, couldn't it, against the Netherlands? Yeah,
definitely. I think they're a good team. They're obviously going to cause us problems, but how well we've been playing at home isn't a coincidence. We really thrive under the atmosphere that the fans bring, and we'll be looking for that again. And yeah, I mean, we're just going to give it everything we've got. We've got such good quality throughout the squad, and hopefully we can cause them problems as well.
You know, it's no secret, it's a tough group, Brennan, Nations League, but kind of feels like the sky's the limit for this Welsh team at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It is a tough group, but it's where we want to be. We don't want to be in the Group B, we don't want to be in Group C. We want to be at the top group with the best players. It only makes us better as a team. I mean, we're going to have some tough results in and around it as well, we know that. But yeah, if we can get some good experiences and learn a lot from these games, I think it'll only do well for us.
Brennan, thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you very much.